Deepa, Satyam, Sunita, Mahi, Anjali. Everything is clear now? Audio and visual. Better go through, let's say, the hack driver. It's a very interesting story, having lots of turns and twists, and let's say suspense is also there. And you will be enjoying it. You will enjoy it. Hack driver. Okay. Sit with the other book, that is help book, supplementary book, footprints, and the lesson is hack driver. Okay. It should be clear with the topic itself that hack driver is the driver of the hack, just like your bullock cart, like buggy, like tum tum, like ekka, like hand, let's say, Ananya Bhushan. So this is the story of a hack driver. Should I start now? Palak, Aryan, today, at the demand and wish of Aryan, I have to start hack driver. All of you taken your lunch, breakfast, Aryan? Yes, sir? Reply, sir. Raise hand, sir. Then I will unmute. Okay. Now go through the story that there was a man, he was working in court, and his duty is to give the notice, legal notice, to the people who are not, let's say, interested or not bothering to go to the court if there is a case against them. Either they are appearing from the this side or that side. When in court, in legal cases, two sides are there: one the opponent and the opposition, who is, let's say, who has filed a case against anyone. So sometimes we people have to go into the court to give our witness, proof as a proof that this has happened or not happened. So there was a young lawyer comes to a village to serve a summons to Mr. Lutkins. Two, let's say, characters just now have been highlighted, thrown light on it, that Mr. Lutkins is there. And time and again he was served the legal notices, but he didn't turn to the court, didn't attend it, appeared into the court. A friendly hack driver takes him round the village in search of Lutkins. Does he find Lutkins? Who is Lutkins? Everything. Let's go through the story. And whatever the main lines are there, or anything something important is there, you sit with pen or pencil and underline it. Ananya, attend class regularly. Take care, all of you. Only this study is going to help you after 2 months. Already 15 days of January passed. कुमारी आराध्या हम लोग की क्लास में है. आराध्या, okay, Palak. Okay, please inform like this one. At least this one you should be giving me message, because I don't know the name of each and every student, and not in my class but in other classes, other sections. आराध्या का तो एडमिट कर दिया हम, फिर ये कौन आराध्या आ गई? Fake students with, let's say, fake ID entering and disturbing the class. I don't want like that. Though I am a new fellow in laptop, in, let's say, operating it, but still I am learning slowly, and within 1 week I will be having the skill enough to see everything. In phone it's very easy. Acha, okay, no problem, Divya. Thank you very much. Okay. Ask her to join time and again. I will be here to admit her. Now come to the Divya. Divya in class 9th also. She was very much regular and punctual, and used to attend class like Michelle, like, let's say, Many other students were there. Aryan was there, that they were attending classes regularly. Many students. So Palak was also there every day. प्राची रंजन हम ही लोग में है ना प्राची रंजन प्राची okay okay now come after graduating with honors okay Shambhavi okay thank you after graduating with honors see you are in class 10th after that plus 2 will be there for 2 years then you will be let's say I'm in entering if you are not entering in or adopting any technical courses you will be taking admission in graduate course okay that is meant for 3 years and one special paper is there which is known as honors paper suppose that I have passed 10th 12th class and after that I wish to study science stream, then physics or chemistry or maths will be my special paper, that is honors paper, and two side papers were there. So there was a man, and he did his graduation with honors. I became a junior assistant clerk in a magnificent law firm. There was a firm, magnificent, means superb, grand. A law firm was there, and he joined there after completing his education as an assistant clerk. I was sent not to prepare legal briefs but to serve summons. In the beginning, everyone has to do like this that a small work are given to the new employees. That suppose that cases are going on there and the parties are not turning into the court or the evidence for the evidence, the witnesses are not coming. Presenting themselves. Then this man was deputed the job of going to the home of that very particular man with the address and the legal office to go there and tell them, give them the notice that they have to appear into the court on a particular date. So he was also given the same, let's say, job, but to serve someone, to give him the summons, the legal orders, like a cheap private detective. And he thinks that this is not a very good job. This is a substandard job. This is a cheap job. But still, in the beginning, everyone has to do like that. For example, in your school also, many teachers joins, but they are directly not given 10, 12 classes, rather 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. I had to go to dirty and shadowy corners of the city to seek out my victims. And victim means the persons who are to be served with the legal or court summons. So he has to go in each and every nook and corner of the city. Sometimes it is a posh area, sometimes it's let's say dirty area, and shadowy area means grim area, dirty area. Some of the larger and more self-confident ones even beat me up if he was going to the people to serve the notice. If the people were, let's say, I mean, mighty one and well-veiled and dabang one, they used to beat him that why you have come, why you are giving me legal notice. I hated this unpleasant work. And that's why he used to, let's say, hate his job. But there was no option. He has to do it. In job, we have to do whatever the management asks us. Either this firm is there or that firm is there. And the side of the city, life it revealed to me. I hated this unpleasant work, and the side of the city life it revealed to me. Means I was sent into the suburban or the rural areas where good peoples were not there, and sometimes I was molested, I was beaten, I was abused. That's why I don't like this sort of let's say I mean work. I even considered fleeing to my hometown where I could have been a real lawyer right away. He thought in the evening that if I have passed graduation with honors paper, I should be given, let's say, just like a big advocate or lawyer, the job of filing the cases and going through it without going through this unpleasant training period. But this was a training period and he has to go whether you like or not like. But he was doing it. So now everything is clear to you in the first passage that there is a man, he is the major character, central character, he is the protagonist, and he has passed graduate with honors paper, and he joined his job in a very magnificent law firm. And in the beginning, he was given the job of serving legal summons to the people who are not turning into the court, and for this purpose he had to go into the dirty, shadowy and bad areas of the city and even to the rural area where he was misbehaved, he was beaten, he was abused. This paragraph clear? Aryan, everything fine? Kunal, good? story bit by bit. It should be clear to you and you should be reminding. Okay, Divya. Now the second paragraph. So I rejoiced one day when they sent me out 40 miles in the country to a town called New Mullion. And underline this very well that I have gone a number of times. I met such and such sort of people, but I am going to narrate you a story, an episode, an incident. You can say incident about a particular area that wherever I was working, from there I was sent 40 kilometers. Underline it, 40 miles, not kilometers. In the country means in the village. Country means village, rural area. To a town called New Million. Then the name of the town is like the New Million. To serve summons on a man called Oliver Lutkins or Lutkins. That there was a man, and despite repeated reminder by the court, he was not turning into the court, so he was sent 40 miles in the country at a place called New Milliam, and the name of that very man is Oliver Lutkins. We needed this man as a witness in a law case, and he had ignored all our letters. Means he was sent a number of letters by the court, by the law, but he was ignoring and not appearing. And that's why, personally, today I have been assigned the job of going and handing him over with the legal summons. When I got to New Million, my eager expectation of a sweet and simple country village were severely disappointed. He thought that today I will go in a beautiful country, means a village, a small town area. But his expectations was like this. But the fact was that whenever, let's say, he reached there, his expectations were shattered to pieces. Means he didn't find it a good place, a beautiful place. Rather, it may be a small one, dirty one, illiterate people were there. In the streets were rivers of mud. गांव का तुम्हारा roads that were not, let's say, I am in concrete road, rather, let's say, I am in soil roads and full of mud whenever there was rain, with rows of wooden shops. And like the township infrastructure, the shops were, let's say, I mean, poor shops made up of wood and not of like they of mall, either painted as sour brown or bare of any painted as sour brown or bare of any paint at all. I mean, some of the shops were painted, let's say, I mean, awkwardly, and some of them were not even painted. Means he had reached a very, let's say, poor sort of place in New Million, which is in New Million. He reached there. The only agreeable sight about the place was the delivery man at the station. When he reached the station, he got down. When he reached down, what happens that he found that a number of, let's say, I mean, rickshaws or cars were there. And he met a very, let's say, amiable man, friendly man in the form of a hack driver. It's a streets bare of any paint at all. The only agreeable sight about the place was the delivery man at the station. There was delivery man. He was about 40. Underline it, that the delivery man, because he is the major character of the story. So he was about 40, red-faced, cheerful, and thick about the middle. Means he was a hefty fellow, having flesh on his body, near about 40 years old. Red-faced means plum face, colorful face. His working clothes were dirty and well warm. Means he was wearing a, let's say, an old and tattered or dirty clothes, and he had a friendly manner. You felt at once that he liked people. Means on account of his posture and gesture, anyone can imagine or guess that he is a good guy, nice guy, and a friendly man who can help me. And because he was a new fellow, he was in search of such sort of man like this, let's say, I mean, delivery boy, who can help him to go to that very man whose name is Oliver Lutkins. Clear now? Second paragraph. Not to be hurry because board class age. Divya Palak, beta. Aryan. Fine. Okay. Palak is already very intelligent student, and everyone, if you study well, anyone can be intelligent. Knowledge is not confined to anyone, but only knowledge goes only to those who honestly involve themselves in study. Practice makes a man perfect and intelligent and educated, and in future it will help you to get a good life, comfortable life, respectable life, life full of comforts and luxury. So study well. It's a golden opportunity for you to have a lot of time, all the time, 24 hours under your disposal. Not you are investing your time in the to and fro of the bus or the classes. You are free, only attend classes, all classes, and study at home. Because board classes, Lutkins, I saw him around here about an hour. I told him to find a man named Oliver Lutkins. पहले तो उसके पास गया delivery boy के पास, and he told that I have come here in search of a man whose name is Lutkins. Then that man replied, Lutkins, I saw him around here about an hour ago. Means told that yes, I know that very man, and only 1 hour ago he was present here, but he is at present not here. Hard fellow to catch though, always to be something or the other. Means he is very difficult to find out, to catch, because it doesn't stay at a place. Sometime here, sometime there, sometime moving around the whole place. He is probably trying to start up a poker game in the back of his shop. I will tell you, boy, is there any hurry about locating Lutkins? And he told, means he wanted to know that why this man was, let's say, finding or in search of that very man, because that very delivery boy was the man himself, Lutkins, and that's why he wanted to know. So he was poking him that, are you in a hurry? And I know that he will be in the, let's say, he has decided or made up his mind to play a poker game, and that's why he will be in the fridge shop, back of the fridge shop. Yes, I want to catch the afternoon train back to the city. And this man, the lawyer, replied that, okay, I want to have a short meeting with him. I have to serve a letter, and after that, I want to return from the, let's say, afternoon train. Uh, yes, I want to catch the afternoon train back to the city. I was very important and secret about it. And he told that's a very confidential matter is there and very important job is there. So I want to meet him. I will tell you what, I've got a hack. I will get it out and we can drive around together and find Lutkins. And he told that I'm delivery boy or delivery man and I have a hack, means I have a vehicle. And I can make you roam, wander here and there in search of that very man. And in this way, I can help you to locate or find out that very man. I know most of the places he hangs about. Means I know that very man, and I know where as to where he could be found. Awaj clear? Going? Whether video is going or not, sound is going or not going? Going? Okay. Thanks, beta, for helping me. Okay. Ananya, attend class regularly. Aditi, everyone. Clear. Good, Aditi. Thank you very much. By name, I am forgetting your face, but still, some of you I did remember. Michelle, Misha, Palak, Ananya, Aryan, and Kunal. So he told that be seated in my, let's say, hack, and we will go here and there in search of him, because I know well as to where he should be found. He can be found. He was so open and friendly that I glowed with the warmth of the affection. He was, let's say, dramatic man. Your Lutkins, who is at present the hack driver, and he has started, let's say, doing or behaving in a very friendly manner, and that's why he became very much happy that I have got the warmth of a new man, a stranger man, and I'm lucky that he will help me in locating that very man. I knew, of course, that he wanted the business, but his kindness was a real one. The lawyer also understood that if he is providing me the hack, he will charge me. So he meant his business, but simultaneously, at the same time, he was happy that either I will take his hack or other's hack. I have to pay for it, but this man will help me a lot in finding out that very a man hack driver. But his kindness was real. I was glad the fair money would go to this good fellow. Means whatever I will give to others for the charges of the auto rickshaw or hack, then better let it go to this very man. Let this money be going to this very man. I managed to bargain down to $2 an hour, and then he brought from his house nearby a sort of large black box on wheels. जैसे कैलकाटा में भी है अभी हाथ गाड़ी चलते रहता है, लोग बैठे रहते हैं, हाथ से खींच के चलते हैं। थोड़ी देर में ना वो अपने घर से या कहीं से निकाल के गैरेज से लेके चला आया है एक बड़ा सा डब्बा नुमा गाड़ी, ब्लैक बॉक्स ऑन व्हील्स विच हैज व्हील्स। He marked, well, young man, here is the carriage, and told, sir, this is my carriage. Be seated on it. We will go move here and there. And his wide smile made me into an old friend. Time and again, he was very much amiable, friendly, and laughing. So due to his, let's say, approach and attitude and posture and gesture, this man gained confidence. The lawyer gained confidence that he cannot be a cheat and he will be helping me. So he felt very much satisfied. He remarked, well, young man, here is the carriage. And his wide smile made me into an old friend. These villagers are so ready to help a stranger. The lawyer thought that village people are simple people. They are not, let's say, cheap one, or they cannot teach one, and they are very much friendly and helpful to the stranger. So he become very much happy and confidence. He had already made it his own task to find Oliver Lutkins for me. He thought that this is a nice man because he is sparing his valuable time in searching my, let's say, I mean, man whose name is Lutkins. और underline रखोगे कितना पे bargain को तय किया गया है? Perhaps I missed it. I managed to bargain down to $2 an hour. पर आवर के हिसाब से एन आवर बोलते हैं, पर तो बोलते नहीं है, देखो यहाँ एन लिखा हुआ है, पर लीटर, पर आवर, पर टन, these are wrong list. A liter, an hour, like that. So underline it that the bargain was made at $2. That if I will, let's say, consume 2 hours, then 2 into 2, $4 will be there. However, it was a big price, but he thought that this man is, let's say, reliable one, and I should take the assistant of this very man. Okay. Now move onwards that and go on writing summaries after summaries. In writing the summaries, you will get a lot. The story will be written by your mind. Your expression will be there. The words of this, let's say, the chapter will be there. You will develop language and literature also, and different sorts of sentence structure is there. So go on writing, don't feel bored, rather take it an opportunity. The more you write, the more you knowledgeable become, and it will be helpful in, let's say, in your future course of also life, whole life. Your English is going to be your backbone. Don't invest a lot of time, but spare some time and write down and send it to me, and solve sets wherever you are getting on net or by we people. You tell me, and go on, let's say, solving and consulting your teachers if any problem is there to clarify your doubts and confusion. Now come to the story that he said, I don't want to interfere, young fellow, but my guess is that you want to collect some money from Lutkin. And he is speaking and wants to know that as to why he was searching that very man. And he told that, do you want that he has taken his money, and that's why do you want to take back his money? He never pays anybody a cent. And he told that if you are in search of money, that man, if you are in search of that very man for money, is not going to pay you, because he never parts with his money even for a cent. एक पैसा भी वो किसी को देता नहीं. He still owes me 50 cents on a poker game. I was fool enough to play with him. Means once I played a poker game with him, and he has to give me 50 cents, but he is not paying. So you be sure that he is not going to give you money if it's due to you. He is not really bad. It's hard to make him part with the money. Means he is not a bad man, but so far as money is concerned, it's very difficult to part with. Means to take money from him, even if it is to your money. If you try to collect from him in those fancy clothes, he will be suspicious and get away from you. And told that you are so suited and booted in a, let's say, fashionable clothes, and if you go to him from a distance, he can recognize you, and you cannot recognize him, Lutkins, because you have never seen. So he will run away, and you will have a hard time in finding him. If you want, I will go into fees and ask for him, and you can keep out of sight behind him. And he told that, wait 1 minute, Vivek is there. विवेक तो हम ही लोग का है. विवेक joined the class. Vivek, where were you? Or you got, let's say, disconnected. What happened? Leave it. Vivek, Mahi, Michelle, Palak, Prachi, Prerna, Ritu, Rohit, Sakshi, Shambhavi. Wait, you people. Sweta, Vivek. Vivek joined now? Tell me, joined? Okay, Palak. Yeah, yeah, I can also see. Something I am learning to find out the different pages. Okay, it's a small thing, but because I have never used it, and that's why I'm getting stuck. 10 minutes more, but we'll go comfortably so that you can understand. So he is telling that I'm going into the fish shop at the back of which he may be playing game and you stay behind me. Otherwise, if he will have a glance of you, he will run away and he will befool you. So be staying here and I will come. Okay. I loved him for this. Be myself. और लॉयर साहब सोच रहे हैं वाह कितना रिलायबल और कितना अच्छा आदमी है ये कि ये हमारे काम को अपना काम समझकर हमको इतना मदद करने के लिए तैयार है So, on account of his reciprocal attitude, lovely attitude, friendly attitude, let's say he loved, started loving that very man. Since the lawyer was now liking that very Lutkins, who was in the form of a cheat and a hack driver. By myself, I might never have found Lutkins. And he understood that if I have gone personally all alone, without the help of this very man, I couldn't have found him. With the hack driver's knowing help, I was sure of getting my man. But I am certain now, I am sure now that if I will get the help of this very man, I am certainly going to catch hold of him or meet him. I took him into my confidence and told him that I wanted to serve the summons on Lutkin, that the man had refused to be a witness. And he now, let's say, confided, told everything secret that I have come here to meet Lutkins because I have come on behalf of the court, representing the court, that he is not turning into the court because he is needed there as a witness. When his information would have quickly settled our case. Otherwise, if he will come into the case now, into the court should have or must have settled the court. Only his information is needed. The driver listened earnestly and in understanding. Lutkins, in the guise of the hack driver, is listening and thinking all about this. At the end, he hit me on the shoulder and laughed. Well, we will give brother Lutkins a little surprise. And he told, okay, Lutkins told, the hack driver told that, okay, now let's say I have been sure that he will be caught very soon. He will be met very soon. Let's just start, driver. And I told, okay, let's proceed, move on. Most folks around here call me Bill or Magnuson. And he told, again underline that what he told, that in this very area, he is known as. So he told that the general people call me by my name Bill or Magnuson. My business is called William. My business is called William Magnuson, Fancy Courting and Hacking. And he told the name of his firm. Like that, let's say I'm in telephone booth center is there or cafe center is there, like that. That my business firm is known as William Magnuson, Fancy Courting and Hacking. That I hack. I just like cab drivers, I move from this year. Cab, let's say in this Ola or cab in this uh, new era, new time. Otherwise, in the olden time, only let's say I mean hand carts and bullock carts and horse carts were available that you know well. Yes. All right, Bill. Shall we proceed to Fuse? And he told that Fizz, he maybe let's say I am informed that Fizz, so better go to him to that very place. Yes. Lutkin said just as likely to be there as anywhere. Means yes, I have hope that he will be there and we can get it. Plays a lot of poker, means he's very fond of poker and paying all the time. He's good at deceiving people, and he told that he is a big cheat and ditching and deceiving people. Bill seemed to admire Lutkin's talent for dishonesty, and Bill seemed to admire Lutkin's talent for dishonesty. I felt that if he had been a policeman, he would have caught Lutkins respectfully and jailed him with regret. And he told that had I been in the department of the police, I could have, let's say, easily caught him. And though I didn't want to caught him, but with regret and sorry, I could have put him behind the bars, that is in the jail. Means the conversation between the hack driver and the lawyer was going on, and they were proceeding to where at the first place. You have to remember that at the first procedure was to go to the fish shop because he told that at the back of the fish shop he may be playing pokers. Bill led me into fish, and at last there is there. Have you seen Oliver Lutkins around today? Friend of his looking for him, said Bill cheerily. And the Bill, the hack driver, in the form of the Lutkins, started talking to a man when he was there, and he told that, have you seen there? Because the gentleman has come from the town and he wants to meet him. Frizz looked at him, hiding behind Bill. He hesitated and then admitted, yes, he was in here with a little while ago. Guess he has gone over to Gustav's to get a shave. And he understood that very man that, oh, he is going to cheat him again. So he told that, yes, he was here some time ago, a very short time ago, but he has gone and we're gone to have a shave in Gustav. So these words, the placing, the names must be, let's underline. At the second place, he is now going to the Gustav's place because the man informed him that he has gone there to have a shave. Well, if he comes him, tell him I am looking for him. And telling this, let's say both of them went there. That by the way, if he comes again, tell that I want to meet him. We drove to Gustav's barber shop. Then they went to the saloon, whose name is, let's say, Gustav's barber shop. Again, Will went in fast, and I lingered at the door. And wherever they were going, because he has to, I mean, pretend that I am not Lutkins. So he was going and hinting the people and letting the lawyer stay outside the door. So he again went into the first and lingered at the door. He asked not only the sweater but two customers if they had seen Lutkins. Let's say two people were there, customers were there, and asked whether they have seen Lutkins or not. The Swede had not. Her said angrily, I haven't seen him and don't care to. And he told that I have not seen him and I am not in a mood or having a desire to see him. But if you find him, you can just collect that dollar 35 he owes me. And he told that, by the way, by chance, if you are going to meet him, please tell me or take the money because he owes me. Use मतलब बकाया है मेरा. उससे 35 cents उससे ले लेना. मेरा $35, sorry, $35 is a big amount of money. So take him if you're going to meet by chance. One of the customers thought he had seen Lutkins walking down Main Street, this side of the hotel. And because every people knows Lutkins was himself present there, and that's why he told. He again gave a ditch and twist that, oh, perhaps I have seen. हमको लगता है हम अभी उसको देखे थे यहाँ पर मेन स्ट्रीट के पास. Better go to that very hotel, side of that very hotel, and there you can find him. And again, they, let's say, resumed their journey and they climbed on the hack. As we climbed back into the hack, Bill concluded that since Lutkins had exhausted his credit at Gustav, he had probably gone to Grace for a share. And he told that because this saw a lot of due on him and he didn't get the opportunity of getting in shape, so he must have gone to the other shaving shop, saloon, and whose name is Gray. First one is Gustav, underlined, let's say Gray. Gray for a shave. At Gray's barber, at Gray's barber shop, we missed Lutkins by only 5 minutes. They went there and they were informed that only 5 minutes before he was available there, present there, but he has gone. He had just left probably of the pool room. Means he has gone towards the pool room. At the pool room, it appeared that he had just bought a pack of cigarettes and gone out. And there he came to know by the people that he has gone buying a pack of cigarettes. He has gone out. So we pursued him just behind him, but never catching him. Means wherever he was going, they were chasing, they were following him, but it was a chance, a coincidence that they were not catching him. For an hour till it was past 1 o'clock. And now the time is 1 o'clock. It's what time for his train. And he was also hungry. I was hungry, but I had so enjoyed Bill's rough country opinion about his neighbors that I scarcely cared whether I found Lutkins or not. And he understood that here people are not good and he cannot find Lutkin. He got hungry and it was getting late. He has to catch the train, and that's why, let's say, many things were coming to his mind, and he thought that now my attempts to come here will be useless and futile. Now the time is up, about to, let's say, I am in finalize in 1 minute. So tell me, anybody, I can mute you and tell me if any one of you have any sort of problem. Ask to unmute. Anybody? Anything? Mahi, Kunal, Kumari, Aradhya, Mission. Better tell. Feel free. We are your guardian. We are teachers. Sometimes in the class we are scolding and we are harsh. It doesn't mean. Sunita, Vivek. Anyone? Anything to ask? Any problem? Deep, Divya, Aryan. Better tell. Anyone